Hey there, this will be a small add-on to the last video. I went home to do some analysis about my results from the test where I was charging the 12-volt battery, and I had a discussion with ChatGPT if it will be possible to charge a 24-volt battery, since my charging voltage was around 17 volts with a 12-volt battery. In my opinion, it will be possible, since the voltage without load was with a 5mm nozzle, 4mm nozzle, it was at 65 volts. So I think it will be possible. I went back here, I got one of my 24-volt batteries from Renogy with me. Glad they are not too heavy. I've set it all up again. The pressure is at 4.1 as usual, which means pipe is full. Let me turn on the voltmeter, and then you'll turn on the turbine. Spinning up, and we are reading 35 volts, 36. Like in the last video, I will show you the Victron results. So the MPPT this is the bulk symbol, the bulk LED, which means we are charging and we are above 30 volts. Very curious what it will say. We'll pause this video for a second. So I've just looked it up in the Victron app. It says 45 watts. With the 12-volt battery it was 65. So we are lower, definitely. But it is producing power. That is my main goal. And we are at 29 volts constantly. Let's check the pressure. It will probably be dropping because we have limited water flow. Yes, exactly. We went down about 0.6 bar. This will drop even further because we don't have enough water flow. This is right now the 6mm nozzle, because I haven't changed it from the last test. I will now go back to 5mm and then repeat the test, and then this will have filled up again. I now change it back to the 5mm nozzle, where I know that the water flow is sufficient and the pressure stays at the same level. This has now filled up again, back at 4.1. Let's open that up again. Voltage is climbing first. Charge controller is loading. I will leave this running for a while to so at least 5 to 10 minutes. The test with the 12-volt battery was only 5 minutes, and I didn't see a significant drop in the wattage and no drop in the on the pressure gauge, which indicates that the water flow is sufficient. At the 6 millimeter nozzle, pressure is dropping, so there's not enough water. Next up, I should print a 5.5 millimeter nozzle to check that one out. But since the water flow is going up and down anyway, maybe in a week or two, the 6 millimeter nozzle will work again. See if it dropped already or not. Oh yeah, it dropped a little bit. So we'll have to see if it can keep it up. While the turbine is still spinning, down at the bottom I went up here to the water intake because I was seeing that even with the 5 millimeter nozzle the pressure was dropping, and I see that here's still plenty of water. I think maybe I have to improve this so the air that is in the pipe may easier escape, and I can extend this filter and make it wider so it has a bigger surface area, and either holes or I'll cut into it so the water can go in easier. Maybe I'll do some kind of a standpipe here so the air doesn't interfere with the water, that the water wants to go inside, air wants to come out, to make it easier for them to separate. Anyway, the water is still enough. I'm back at the turbine. Pressure has dropped to around 3.1, and the power also has dropped to 8 watts. It has been running for 15 minutes now, roundabout. I will show the exact Victron screenshot again. I'm glad I went up because I think there is enough water, but the intake is not good enough. Well, maybe it's not enough water, but I definitely have to improve this. And what else? The reason why I got here again was ChatGPT arguing with me that it won't charge at all. It won't be possible. And I made my point. In the last video I also mentioned that ChatGPT was totally wrong about the... Well, probably wasn't totally wrong, since the pressure is also dropping with the 5 millimeter nozzle, so maybe 4 millimeters is the maximum it can do. I know now for sure it will be good enough to run the cable, and as you can see, the water flow is still terrible. This is the water, the only water I'm missing at the moment. If you go back to the first video maybe I did, there's plenty of more potential, just not right now. But I'm still happy with this result. I'll run the cables and I take these. Let's make it 10 watts, 24/7. I'll take it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and have a good one. Bye.